And, of course, we continue this tale of Danger Mouse the same time tomorrow. But now it's on with Hold Tight.
It's just been raining here at Alton's House. We're all holding tight to our seats that it keeps off for the moment. But today we've got Colin on the log flume, and as a very special guest we've got Toya here. But on to the quiz. We've got two teams here from Springwood School, High School from Kings Lynn, and Burley High School from Manchester. So I think the two team leaders are on the start of the grid, and the boards are set with numbers and colours and letters, so we go straight into it. How many weeks are there in a quarter of a year? In a quarter of a year. It's the blue team back first. If I could have the letters right, well, that's it. It's 13. There's 13 weeks in a quarter of a year. If you move on one square. What was the colour of Dick Turpin's horse, Bess? It's the blue team again now back, and it's black. If you'd like to move on another square, how many letters come between M and S in the alphabet? How many letters between M and S? No, I'm afraid it's 5, and the blue team win another point. On they go. They're on the ladder now, so we've got a team leaders question. What job is done by Selina Scott and Martin Lewis?
Newscaster.
That's right. Up the ladder you go. Blue team well in the lead now. We go on. What's the first letter of the country of which Lisbon is the capital? The first letter. No. I don't know any countries beginning with K. As the red team got it right. It's P for Portugal. If you'd like to move on one square. If a mother has quintuplets, how many children is that? Quintuplets. If a mother has quins, it's an awful lot. No, that's not quins, that's quads. The right team in the red are right with 5. She'll have 5 children. What colour is the name of the flat area around the hole in golf? It's grass, if that's any help. It's green. It's the red team back first. If you'd like to move on one square, there's another team leaders question here. Which sport takes place at Ascot, Newmarket and Epsom?
Horse racing.
That's right, up the ladder you go. The two teams are neck and neck now. On to the next question. What's the initial of the name of the little girl in Lewis Carroll's book who goes into Wonderland? The first letter. It's a blue team again. It's A, it's for Alice. They move on one square. Now he's on a slide. There's another team leader's question. If a car driver said he'd been trying to work out his MPG, what would he mean?
Miles per gallon.
That's right, you can stay where you are. What colour shirts do Chelsea's footballers wear? Any football buffs here? It's a blue team again, and the colour is blue. If you'd like to move on one more square. Listen carefully to this one. How many husbands did Queen Elizabeth I have? This is a trick question. How many husbands did Queen Elizabeth I have? She certainly did not have 7. I think the red team are right. She didn't have any at all. If you'd like to move on one square, it's another team leader's question. What do the letters PTO mean at the bottom of a page?
Please turn over.
Right, you don't have to go down the slide either. That's the end of that round of quiz 1. And now I'd like both teams off to the log flume with Colin.
This is the game where the teams get wet. But first let me explain a little bit about what the teams have to do. Each team in a boat, each team member has a puzzle, and they've got to make the words into Hold Tight 1982. And I've been doing this for 5 minutes and I still can't do it. Are you ready, teams? 3, 2, 1, hold tight. There are 60 tons of water in this channel, which at 784 metres is the world's longest log flume. Even so, that only gives the school teams from Kings Lynn and Manchester a few minutes to unravel a tough Krypton Factor-style puzzle. Here comes the red team from Springwood High School, Kings Lynn, approaching their first descent. This log brings the blue team from Burley High School, Manchester, to their first plunge. And if they're not careful, valuable seconds could be lost in finishing their puzzle. How are you getting on? Anybody solved it yet? No. Keep trying. With over half the course gone and no points yet scored, the field is open for Burley High School, Manchester to leap ahead. Anybody solved it yet? No. Good, keep trying. With the 20 squares in the puzzle proving difficult to rearrange, the teams won't be helped by this, the final plunge. Hold tight. Has anyone completed the puzzle? No. No one's completed the puzzle. I wonder how Blue's got on. Has anyone solved the puzzle? No. Nobody solved the puzzle, so it's a draw.
Here I am, all alone, shipwrecked on a desert island. I feel like Robinson Crusoe, but I'm not alone. Looks down. Trevor MacDonald must have been here. Frank Harson, news at 10, for Hold Tight, with the Blackfoot tribe.
Well, that was a draw on the log flume, so the blue team move on one square and also the red team. And that means the team leader's question for the red team. If an animal is said to be feline, what is it like?
Female.
Female? No, I'm afraid it's a cat, so it's down the slide for you. So I've put the blue team well in the lead. Right, well, I've got a very special guest here at the moment. It's Toya. Hello. Hello.
I'm sorry, I brought my family with me.
I seem to enjoy it anyway. You're going to be singing later, but what I'd like to ask you about is that from your songs, I've been reading a little bit about it, and it says that you wake up in the morning and you write all your songs first thing in the morning.
Yes.
Do you find that the best time to do that?
Well, for me, I turn all the telephones off. No one can phone me or anything, and I find that actually as soon as you wake up, you're more in touch with your real self than at any other time in the day. I know it's a bit deep, but I believe that your subconscious mind is still awake as soon as you are, you know, about 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning. And I get up and I write whatever comes into my head.
Do you take it from the dreams that you've had and things like that?
Dreams help, but I look on dreams as inspiration when I have no inspiration left around me.
Do you dream in colour or black and white?
I dream in 3D, very
You
vividly.
dream in 3D? Right, well, with that, then we'll get on with the anagram game. In this part of the show, we've got the board set up with letters, and the teams are going to, first of all, have a clue to make a 3-letter word, and they're going to jumble the letters around and put that into a 4-letter word, then a 5-letter word. So if we could have the first clue, Toria.
The number that is one less than a cricket team.
Come on, they're giving you clues. You can hear them.
Even I can spell that one.
It's a number. If I can have the letters the right way around, there's the red team back first with 10. That's right. So if the red team would like to move on 1 square,